you. For those people that are having some trouble using easybib.com to cite their sources for the honors biology paper. The first thing that you really have to do is log in. Okay, so most of you, I think almost everyone has registered. So I'm going to click on login and log in. And it's probably going to remember me, so I'm just going to click on login. Otherwise, I put in my username and my password. And then I'm going to create a new project. When you create a new project, you have to change the default style to APA. And then I'm going to name it Honors Research Paper and create my project. Okay, so this is my new one right here. If you want to delete your old ones, you just click in the box and click on delete, and then it'll go away. Easybib automatically stores your citations, so you have to click on that delete box in order to get rid of anything. As you notice, we are in the school account. There are no advertisements, and all there really is this logo over on the right-hand side. So to get started, I'm going to click on Bibliography. After I click on Bibliography, I notice right now that I don't have any citations as of yet. If I want to put in a website, I can do that. So I'm going to do a search right now for sleep deprivation. Okay, these are my choices, and I'm going to skip over Wikipedia, and I'm going to go down to this government site by the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute. Now, say that we read this through, we thought that it would be helpful for our project, and we wanted to use it. What you're going to do is you're going to copy this address up at the top, and then you're going to click in here and click on paste, and then cite this. Now what you have to do is double check all of the information to make sure it's accurate. Easybib does do a really good job with this, but it occasionally makes mistakes and leaves out things. Content published originally on website, yes. The article title, we'd need to double check that. The article title is What Are Sleep Deprivation and Deficiency? So we just want to make sure that that's all that's on here. And it says that my text may not be properly capitalized for APA style. It isn't. And actually, we have to go and change all of these capital D's to lower D's, capital S, and the A. Okay, and the reason why is because only the first letter of the first word and proper nouns are capitalized in APA style. The next one down is we're going to check on the author. And in this case, there's nothing on the first page. I'm going to go to the end. Sometimes there is an author at the very end of the publication. And keep going. It's a pretty long article. Oh boy. Okay, and as we notice at the very bottom right here, it does say February 22nd, 2012, so we know it's a new site. And I think the very last page actually would be here for links. Okay, there is no author on the page. In this case, we're going to leave this blank. Okay, always double check the author though, because sometimes Easybib has a way of putting in strange authors. Now the website title is really not good. This doesn't really, there's a weird dash in the front and it doesn't really tell me what I'm looking at. Okay, so I'm going to use my best judgment here and put in the most prominent of all of the headings to explain where I found this information. And in this case, it's going to be the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute. Okay, there are other things up here, but this really is the name of the website. So that would be National Heart and Heart, lung, and blood. Blood Institute. Okay. And notice that there are no commas here, so I don't put them in either. Keep the URL as it is. Publishing date, as we know, was February 22nd, 2012. So we're going to put that in. Yep, 2012. And this is required if the source may change over time. Well, it definitely could, okay? So you want to put in today's date. And this is only specifically if it's if there is a DOI, okay? And this is for scientific publications. It's not going to be something, it's a digital object identifier, okay, by an agency. It's not something that you're going to need to worry about. And now I'm going to click on Create My Citation. So now what it's doing is it's formatting it and it's going to put it right into my bibliography. It's being a little slow. Notice too that sometimes Easybib does rate websites and it happens to mention that this is a credible source. Okay, so that's good to know. Okay, so this is what our bibliography looks like at the moment. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a database citation, and these are easier and a little more complicated at the same time. So I'm going to click over here and go to Research Databases and scroll down to Science Reference Center, which is one of the two databases that I recommend for the project. And I'm going to click in here and type in sleep deprivation. Okay. And also remember to click in these bubbles, find all my search terms, and search within the full text of the article. Every time you use this database, you have to do those two things. Now say that we were interested in this article right here, The Mystery of Sleep. Okay, I'm going to click on that. Over on this side, you click on Cite. Okay, it is right here. It's the number 2. Okay, so I'm going to highlight this citation. I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to go over to Easybib. Now, Easybib has its different options up here. I'm going to click on Database, and then copy and paste. Then I'm going to paste it in here. Now, as you can see, that there are some mistakes that need to be corrected, okay? Firstly, this should be Meredith, all lowercase. Meredith. Okay, and The Mystery of Sleep should not be in all caps. Okay. Oh, and since it's AP style, it'll look like that. Okay. Now, one thing that we noticed was missing was where it was retrieved from. Okay. So you have to go, and I actually have a little instructions on the style page right here. And we have to add at the end, retrieved from WebScohost, okay? And we're going to paste it right there. Notice that there is no period at the end. And we're going to create citation. Also notice that we didn't bother putting in the date that we retrieved this article because this will not change over time. And then finally, I am going to go to Gale Group, which is the other database that I recommended. It's called Science in Context, actually, from Gale Group. And we're going to enter the same thing, sleep deprivation. And click on search. And this would probably be a good one here in the Encyclopedia of Medicine. Now, if we're going to cite this, instead of scrolling to the bottom and copying the MLA, which we don't want, we have to click on Citation Tools. We want the APA, and we click on Download. Then we have to open it. Okay. Now this is what you need. Okay. However, APA style does not want this entire URL. They want it to end at the .com. Okay. So you're just going to highlight from the author's last name to the .com and copy that. No, we don't need that anymore. I'm going to click over here. Okay. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go to database, copy and paste it in, create citation. Okay. One thing that you will notice too is that this National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute is in italics. You have two options. Okay, you can choose to put the italics in Easybib, or you can just do it at the end, okay, after you publish your works cited or references page. What I'm going to do is just show you quickly what I mean by fixing it in Easybib. If you go up here and we click on Citation Tools and we bring it up again, you're going to notice that the Gale Encyclopedia of Medicine is in italics. Okay, so I'm going to close that. How you would have to do that is you'd have to go to Edit, and then to italicize you do the little I and then the end I. Okay, that's a little HTML for you. So I'm going to then put in the brackets the I, and then I'm going to cancel it and update my citation. And now you can see that it is in italics. Okay, we have to do the same thing with Australian Geographic. So I'm going to click on Edit and fix it here. Oops, not that one. And then end it. And actually it ends after the 110. Update our citation, and it should look like that. To double check, just to make sure, it's over here. It doesn't have it actually italicized for the 110. So I'm going to take that out. I'm just going to move it like that. Okay, and so now it's no longer there. Now this is perfect. This is what we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print as a Word doc, and then you click to download it, and then we open it up, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so it does say references at the top. It is double spaced. The second line is indented, and the only thing missing is your name. So you're just going to go down a couple, and you're going to be putting it on the right hand side. Okay, and that's one too many, and then we're done. Okay.